Howdy, howdy, it's me, that broken brain bitch. And welcome to part 2 of my Foundation Starter Deck tier listing. Last time we left off with a real banger. Here's hoping we can keep that same energy going as we dive into this next set of decks. I'll see you there. Next up, we've got Morbid Machinations. Ooh, spooky. Let's see what kind of dark shenanigans we can get ourselves into. Oh man, that was fun! In the one game when I got the Vampiric Rites plus Reassembling Skeleton engine up and running, ooh, baby! That was juicy. I've never seen the reanimation combo work like that before in a real life game. It was glorious. In any case, the deck performed admirably, although the stats, 2 wins, 3 losses, are somewhat misleading. Both of those losses were close calls and could have turned either way had a select few cards been drawn or not drawn in crucial moments. Personally, I had a blast playing this deck, and the flavor of it all just oozes with character, demons, the dark arts, and everything villainous. I'm putting it at the top of B tier. Now, upwards and onwards. Dirty, dirty cheater. We all know that healing is cheating, and man does this deck know how to cheat. It is missing some key synergy cards, such as Essence Channeler, but there's enough synergy here to make up a pretty decent life gain deck. I went 3-2, which is pretty nice. If gaining life is your shtick, look no further. I'm putting it at the bottom of B tier. Okay, it's Gruul time! I am a huge fan of Gruul. There's just something about big-ass dudes that just appeals to me. Even just the general aesthetic of the colors red and green together makes me happy. So, going 2 and 3 was a bit of a disappointment. I feel like I got the short end of the stick during these test games. But perhaps the deck just isn't as coherent as I would hope for, and perhaps I didn't pilot it to the best of my abilities. 3 of Llanowar Elves is a highlight, but I only drew them on curve in 1 game, and that is one of the games that I won, to no one's surprise. That and Ruby Daring Tracker. I only drew her in a single game as well, although that game went south for other reasons. All in all, this deck is just so mid. I'm putting it in C tier. Only 3 more to go. Call me Toxicity, because I'm amped up. Pokemon references aside, we have the final 3, starting with Rakdos Raiders. This deck is wholesale aggression, but I wouldn't necessarily call it an aggro deck. It's more of a mid-range deck that tends to bend toward the attack. Much of the deck has raid, which means we want to be on the attack whenever possible, overwhelming our opponents with creatures. And there's an Atali Primal Storm in here, so that's pretty dope. It's a damn shame the deck sucks donkey dick. I'm not even sure if this is salvageable. Like, the raid effects are so minimal, and the cost of attacking can often be read as sacrifice a creature to get the raid effect. And there are some real stinker cards in here that are only there because they have the raid keyword. I went 0-5, and just playing with it felt awful. So I wasn't about to suffer until I finally got a win. 0-5. And I know exactly where it belongs. F tier. Mediocre. Now, there are only 2 left. Let's not dilly-dally. Let's get this show on the road. Up next is Undead Resurgence. This deck oozes with thematics. It's not the sturdiest of constructions, to be certain. But when you get the Graveyard Synergy up and running, it feels like the gravy train just pulled into station. Remarkably, there are 2, count them 2, 4-ofs in the deck. Opt and Diregraph Ghoul are both 4-ofs. Incredible! I didn't think such a thing was even possible. It's still up for debate, but Opt is a strong contender for my favorite card of all time. So any deck that has a full set of them is alright by me. All of this being said, I only went 2 and 3, so it could use some TLC. I'm placing it in C tier. Only 1 more to go. We're almost finished. Let's keep things moving. This is it. We're on the final deck. White Blue Flyers. It's not the most creative name I've ever come up with, but I won't hold that against myself too much. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much from this deck. And I got exactly what I expected. Much like the Flyer-themed beginner's deck, this deck has no hella strong synergies. I'm beginning to doubt if a solid Flyer-themed deck is even possible. In any case, I went 1 and 4 with this deck. Honestly, if it weren't for my admiration of the theme of the deck, it would find itself in F tier. But because I like the flavor, I'm putting it in E tier. So, there you have it. I played over 50 games just for these videos. And I gotta say, I'm a bit tuckered out. It's all worth it though, for the love of the game. If you made it this far, you're a fucking legend, and I hope that your coffee is always the right temperature. Good luck and have fun out there, y'all, and I'll see you in the next vid.